The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Brissett sets to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Good strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st down.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 7-yard pick.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Pickup on the play. 1st down
on 1st and 10, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here I come again. Here I come. 31. 26. Rush in. Undercross.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Watson on 3rd down. He's letting this one go. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Complete to Marlon Mack. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Colts nothing.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
when you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Brissett. open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. He'll buy some time right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
50-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's got this down to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
15.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Carter on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's caught out wide by Stills. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's...
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Texans 17. Colts 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brissett now. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That is caught at the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brissett again. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing. Brissett. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jacoby Brissett sacked.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brissett on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
First down.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Texans 31, Colts 7. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would pick.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
44 is the mark. 44 is the mark. Check, check.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
9 yards. And it's 4th down.
It's a safety creek.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 44, Mike.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Hey, let's get in that holes. Kill. 24. Hey, 31. Back.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. From the 50, it's Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Watson. Steps away to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
You think you're going to get this? 44, Mike, 44. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he knocks it through.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Brissett. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a first down throw. Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Mike's Bobo. What we got? What we got? What we got? 44.
From the gun, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. 48, still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
4 yards.
And they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On first down, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Check me out. 44, Mike, 44.
After the sack on first down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Rip right. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. In trouble, and he's taken down. Ross Blacklock able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
To number 13.
A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
And a Colts first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play fake. Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.